Help! Please, please, you must help. There was a terrible accident. My colleague is in grave danger. My colleague, Kelman Locke. We're sorcerers. He leads my circle or scatter a dark anchor at its base. To show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently, so the circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the dark anchor. Instead, they turned on the circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
He fell right. You're here to laugh at me as well. I saw what I saw. He was naked as the full moons in a cloudless sky. Dragon Star Arena, where I lost everything. A sure win, they said. Only fools wouldn't bet, they said. Then that bare-arsed imbecile dropped out of nowhere and threw the match. Out of thin air shouting nonsense about defeating the Ankara. The guard took him to Bankarai Gate if you're headed that way. He's the indecent Imperial going on about celestial this and that. If you see him, tell him he owes me 1,000 gold.
Greetings.
Your money is my business. I've got what you need.
Come, do your trading here. I sell to the nobility.
Finest merchandise. Quality wares.
Come, do your trading here.
Buying, selling, trading.
Prices have never been better.
Purchase.
I'm going to lose my shirt here. If they don't pick up their order, I don't get paid.
Oh? Would you like to shovel hot coals for a while? Be my guest.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
You have to wait your turn, Sarah. The line forms to my left.
Please wait outside. We'll be with you as soon as we can.
Fine goods for sale.
I wish I had time to help Errol, but my hands are full right now. These are dark times, and the Stargazers are a shadow of who we once were. But our role remains more important than ever. Me? Oh, I'm just picking up supplies for the observatory. Not a task for someone who has seen and done all that you have. Errol, on the other hand, was going on about ancient ruins and magical amulets or some such. It all sounded very exciting. A researcher. Very bright, but often too absorbed in his work, if you ask me. Still, I like to help him when I can. Right now, he's on the trail of... Oh, it's better if you just ask him about it. I'd just get it all wrong.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
The Celestial Mage? You were at the observatory earlier, weren't you? I thought I saw you talking to Hara. Are you going to visit the tavern? If so, watch out for 2 lunatic high elves. I don't know if they're dangerous, but you can never tell. The 2 high elves inside the tavern claim, quite loudly in fact, that they are aspects of the mage. The very celestial that fell from our starry skies. I took my drink and came out here. My companion, not so lucky. They're asking the Stargazers to help them put the pieces back together or some such nonsense. Even offered to let me touch some strange relic to see the truth. But let me tell you, nothing good has ever come from touching strange relics. When the High Elves approach you, remember that I warned you. Those women have a strange way of spotting anything related to the Stargazers. And guess what? If you're working with Hara, you're related to us now. They've been making a nuisance of themselves in Belkarth for the last few days. Claim they need to speak to Hara of the Stargazers immediately. Of course Hara hasn't been available, so they came here to wait. No, and that's why we're here. Hara wanted us to make sure they had legitimate business with the Stargazers before she sees them. But all I found out is that they're legitimate still. I kind of want to believe them, you know?
Well?
Yes, we are wasting time repeating ourselves to a lackey.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say. I'll talk to Hara, but I can't make any promises. The constellations have disappeared from the sky, and we have other things to deal with right now. Good God, these high elves.
My food was voted least like...
Pleading for help, and he's too busy looking at the empty sky to realize it. A drink, then, to ease our patience. You, sir, deliver us your finest... what's the word? Ale? Ale? But the brewer serves drinks in the other room. Ah, you're here at last. Do not be confused. We foresaw your arrival. The one who has walked across the plains and faced down gods. Or do we speak of things still to come? Time is much more fluid among the stars. We are the one you call the Celestial Mage, or at least two aspects of a larger whole. The Serpent shattered us, weakened us. He plans to control us piece by piece, aspect by aspect. Hold still but a moment and we will show you. Witness the treachery of the Serpent. You won't win, Malazar. I am too strong for you.
You underestimate me, Vala. I have more tricks at my disposal than you could ever imagine. I have drawn you out of your apex stone and made you vulnerable. I know the power you wield. I am not fool enough to try to swallow you whole, but a piece at a time.
I will not let you do this. I will stop you.
Protest as you will, but I have already won.
Now you know what the Serpent has done to us. How he split us into pieces. He intends to locate our weakened aspects and forge them into a being he can control, one poisoned by his corruption. You must find our aspects before the Serpent does. Take this relic, the Seeker's Sight. It is a compass of sorts, one that is connected to all aspects of the mage. But like the mage, the relic is broken. When you repair it, it will recognize our other aspects and lead you to them.
When we fell from the sky, the 3 gems that power the Seeker's sight were lost. You will need to retrieve these gems to make use of the relic. Thank you. With the Seeker's sight restored, we can locate our other aspects before the Serpent takes control of them. When you finish mending the Seeker's sight, meet us at the winery outside of Belkarth. We will wait for you there. We are pleased that you have decided to help us, mortal. But
What is it?
Excuse me. Hara says you've joined our number. That's very exciting, because I believed I've discovered something that could help us understand who or what the Celestials really are. Certain Nedic writings suggest this isn't the first time the Celestials have appeared in Craglorn. They're legends mostly, but there's truth in them. They describe apex stones that connect the Celestials to Tamriel in some fashion. I believe I know the location of the warrior's apex stone. It's written, "In Kardala, the warrior waits." But the way is sealed. We need a Nedic High Priest's amulet to enter. Unfortunately, the needs disappeared centuries ago. Go to the ruin of Shada's Tyr, the site of an ancient Nedic temple. I'm confident we can find the amulet we need there. But be wary. Wards protect the place, and I've heard that vicious goblins roam the upper levels. We don't know a lot about them. They were an early race who settled in Craglorn. What history we do know tells a tale of enslavement and invasion. The Dwemer, the Aelids, and finally, the Yakudans all had their way with the Needs. The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religious practices, adapting to whatever invaders were currently overwhelming them. One of those customs was star worship. The Skystone amulet was a symbol of the priestly office. Nedic writings suggest that the Needs may have been slaves at sites like Mitharnaz, and they may have adopted some dwarven practices. But the dwarves are such a mystery, it's impossible to guess what those practices might have been. Nedic writings talk about the apex stones in a variety of ways, but they all agree that there is a connection between the stars and these stones. If we can understand that connection, perhaps we can find out how to stop the Celestials.
I sell armor crafted by the finest smith.
Look, I have this necklace and these rings. They have to be worth something.
Get in line. Half the patricians of Elenir came to Belkarth to sell their valuables. Must be pretty bad over there.
Pretty bad. The hedge mages have destroyed most of the city.
Well, I can't give you anything for these.
No, listen. My family is well respected in Stormhaven. I can get you lots of valuables.
My masters do not want this one to speak in public.
I grow weary of conversation. House Drez requires no help from lesser creatures.
Perhaps Venthin will listen to you. An alliance is Morrowind's best hope.
Cause no trouble and I'll cause no pain.
You should not be here. This place is dangerous.
The dead may not speak, but they have so much to say. I'm engaged in a long-term research project dealing with necromantic peculiarities. Now stand back. Death magic can be dangerous to the uninitiated.
My wife dabbles in necromancy. It's a hobby.
Remember, it is illegal to enter Mournhold without registering at the city center. You do not want to get fined for non-compliance, citizen.
I've never been this far from home. I can't believe I'm doing this. Going to attend some fancy Academy of Magic. My family's never had any magicka, but I have the gift. I never wanted it. I never asked for it. Father wasn't sure what to do with me. When the invitation arrived, he seemed eager to send me on my way. I've never been this far from Lower Yorgrim before. I don't know if I really want to go to Shadastula. No. I want to, but I'd better not. My family would be angry. And studying at the Academy has got to be better than herding goats. I've never been this far from home. Going to attend some Father wasn't sure what to do with me. When the invitation arrived, he seemed eager to send me on my way. I've never been this... No. I want to.
School and show them what I'm made of. They'll be amazed. What are you looking at, Swit? Think so? Come on. No one's that eager to get humiliated. Do you have any idea who you're dealing with? All right, loudmouth. Let's see what you're made of. The invitation has been through.
Must I repeat myself? This vessel is only for those who have been invited to attend the Shadastula Academy. Yes, you're something special. Come aboard and prepare yourself to enter a realm of wondrous magic and magical wonders. Now sit down and hold on, Your Majesty.
I hate boats. All the rocking and back and forth and back and... By the 3, I think I'm going to be sick again.
I told you you shouldn't have eaten right before we... Oh my, that's just...
Welcome to Shadastula. I maintain the school's collection of...
I hate you both so much
Doesn't
right
seem like I'm
now.
getting much done here.
The start of the season is always exciting.
honest trade honors the three. So much to do, so little time. Welcome to Shadowstula, proud training ground for the next generation of house and pact leaders. May I see your invitation? Ah, yes. The Archmage asked me to expect you. He's been waiting for Ive. No need to be worried. The Archmage has visions about people all the time. It's one of his many, many gifts. Please, report to Archmage Verlaine right away. My pleasure. The Academy trains promising magic users to become great scholars, charismatic leaders, and mighty heroes. It's sponsored by the Great Houses, and this is the first season that we're accepting candidates from all Pact nations. What a silly question, of course not. The Mages Guild has too many ties to the enemy alliances. The Academy is strictly a training ground for future leaders of the Ebonheart Pact. You'll find Archmage Verlaine.
I expect my students to strive for excellence. I demand brilliance, determination, and eagerness to embrace the ineffable mysteries of our noble calling. Do not doubt what was meant to be. Powers beyond our comprehension set things in motion, and all we can do is take the ride. I saw you in my visions. You have come to protect the Academy. That part of the vision remains clouded. Nonetheless, here you are, and we must get ready. I need to confirm your sensitivity to magic. The lights in the next chamber form a test of sorts. Only the most sensitive individuals can see them. Touch the vision orb behind me. Watch the pattern play out. Simply repeat the order by touching each of the spheres. If you make a mistake, you may start over. I knew you could do it. Well done. Now to business. Something threatens this academy, but your presence here will save the day. I have seen it in a vision. You've seen it. War and disease ravage our lands. We're surrounded by enemies, yet still we tear at each other's throats. Our students will help change that. And you will keep them safe so they can fulfill their destiny. We will figure that out together. Though the invitation didn't start out in your hands, that's where it ended up. You were meant to be here. A great danger approaches this academy, and you will save us from this disaster. I have foreseen it. Now I must find a way to comprehend what monumental task you've been sent here to accomplish. Until my visions reveal your ultimate destiny, I have a favor to ask. It may seem trivial, but I assure you it's important. 3 students arrived with you. The Dunmary Lena and Tedros, and the Nord, Hadmar. It is your solemn duty to make sure they pass their initiation tests. Before you arrived, my visions revealed those 3 to me. They are to play an important part in future events directly related to the success of the Pact. Help them. They must pass their tests and complete their training. What is it?
Find the amulet, she said. Use the wand, she said. What if it sets things on fire? I could burn the whole Academy to the ground. Oh, you know I'd never burn anything, right? It's just a figure of speech. I can't fail my initiation test. I couldn't face being sent home. An instructor said one of these shadow clerks has a magic amulet. Ate it, probably. I'm supposed to use this wand to focus my magic on the clucks and find the amulet. Actually, I'm afraid to find out. You don't seem at all timid. Would you do it? Please find the amulet. I can't fail this test. I suppose you take this wand and, you know, focus your magic on the clucks. Frankly, something doesn't feel right about this. I suppose you take this wall. Oh, those feathers flying. Mother Morrowind. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. Don't worry about it. It was hilarious. I'll take the amulet to the instructor right away. I owe you one.
asked me to do one simple thing. Bring student rats back to instruction hall. But Hadmar can't do anything right. My spell went wrong. The instructor said to round up the little ones, bring them back safe, and we'll get them fixed. But, well, one got away and climbed on top of that big rock. Oh, Hadmar is so ashamed. Hadmar is scared of heights. Oh, why did Little Rat climb so high? I crafted a totem. Makes a helper fly up to get Rat, but no one wants to be Hadmar's helper. You would be helper? Oh, thank you. Face big rock in front of Hadmar, activate totem, then climb and grab nice little rat. But be careful. If you point the wrong way, you'll fly someplace wrong. Is little friend safe? Oh, little rat is safe. Now Hadmar won't get beaten with rakes. Like at home. Good, good, good. I'll take little friends back to get...
What rubbish! Fish magic from a pond? They're vexed buttocks. What does that even mean? I'm not helpless, you know. I can do this. Ugh, never mind, I give up. I'm not getting sent home over some stupid fish that doesn't exist. You want to help? Fine. Well, you can either fill this pond with fish so I can actually catch one, or figure out what these orbs do. They gave me a book, but it just contained some stupid riddle. I threw it on that table over there. What am I, a child? I'm going to be a commander in a house army, or maybe an advisor to the pact leaders. They should have just given me a spell I could cast.
What is it?
Let me tell you about the Academy grounds. Pay attention. There will be a test. Instruction halls occupy the eastern building.
What do you want?
Administration sits atop the hill, including the Archmage's office.
Well,
What do you want?
What rubbish. Fish magic.
What is that?
Well?
Either three, what's happening? What is that thing? You did it. What rubbish. Fish magic from a...
For the love of the three!
Members of all the great houses are welcome here, even House Drez. Provided you receive an invitation, of course.
There you are. I feared you'd been kidnapped by forces from beyond. So I heard. Well done. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. But don't get too comfortable. Matters of grave urgency loom on the horizon. While you assisted my students, I had another vision. I see that your fate is fundamentally tied to the Chaosbringer, Magistrix Vox. However, alas, I've seen nothing beyond the Chaosbringer's name. Something interferes with my forevision, blocking my efforts at every turn. I suspect we are opposed by mighty forces beyond mortal ken. We must take appropriate measures. I'll gather the students and make sure the grounds are secure. I'd like you to use the trapdoor to investigate the library vaults. I haven't heard from the librarian, and that fills me with nameless apprehension. It's past time you returned.